Power creep of Generation 9 has seen the fall of many OU staples into the lower tiers. One of these cases is Garchomp, who fell to the UU tier only to be quickly banned into the UUBL jail. Chomp had never fallen below OU even after the addition of fairy types to the meta. It had even been banned in previous generations. Today, we will be reminding people how good Garchomp can be, especially as a full physical sweeper. We will of course be running Sword Sense to make it a complete nuke. Earthquake as its ground stab, above the Scale Shot from its held item, we're gonna get into that in a minute. And last but not least, we will be running Iron Head to kill all of those annoying fairies. For the item that buffs Scale Shot, we will be running Loaded Dice of course, right? And we will be running a Steel Tera to make it resist both Fairy and Ice while also boosting Iron Head. This will be the set for today. Now, apologies for the wait on the upload. Time constraints plus showdown being down made this a bit longer than I would have liked to, but here we are. This, of course, was a request done by a subscriber, and remember, you can make requests of your own in the comments down below. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy the content, and without further ado, let's get into the battles. Once again, I have done it, everyone. Once again, I'm stupid enough to not realize I was not being recorded. I was being recorded, but not my voice. So I'm gonna have to do a voiceover as we had such a nice live. I don't want to keep this away from everyone. We had some nice matches. And to be honest, I don't remember how half of these games went, so it'll be like a live reaction for all of us. But I know I want to lead this looking gather here, and I for sure, looking at the team, don't want to keep the Slowking in. And good thing I didn't, because this came in. Now, if he Terra grounded, that means this is definitely Scarf. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, this is definitely Scarf. And just as Scarlet comes out, I'm guessing it could be either CM or Specs. Now, looking at the damage, that's for sure Specs. Now again, I have no doubt in my mind, that's for sure Specs. And my only thing that can take a hit of this is definitely Quackle. So I'm just gonna go for the CC because, well, actually go for the Rapid Spin. And I mean, this is probably gonna flip turn on me, so I'm just gonna CC for damage. And yeah, he brings in the Lando. He wants to make me believe, for me to stay and die, but I know already that's Scarf. Like, just looking at the ground turret, that instantly tells me that's Scarf. And he tries to read a double. I'm just gonna U-turn and see he lost his flying thing. He dies that. And now we're gonna make him believe he's faster, and we're gonna ice him again. So we get him on the rear with the 2 out of 2. Of course, that means Scarlet probably takes a life here. Not probably, he takes a life for sure. So I don't want to bring Slowking out. That's a definite no-no for right now. And I don't want to sack either Darkrai or something else. I'm just gonna go Quackle. And looking at it, it will get 2-hit KO'd. So I'm just gonna see just in case it was a high roll, which it ends up being. And we get a chip on Keldeo, which is extremely good. And with that, of course, Darkrai can kill this thing. Or we could even kill it with Slowking, right? Because Slowking still takes one. Now, I think I'm gonna go on the offensive and going for the Sludge Bomb. As he goes, he goes Cinderace here, so we get the chip on Cinderace. And I'm not gonna risk this not going for court change. I don't mind if he does, so I'm just gonna go Lando here. And he actually ends up U-turning, which will give us some more chip thanks to Rocky Helmet. And I thought he was gonna bring Keldeo out to get a kill, but he really fumbled there, and I'm just gonna go Alamomola. I'm gonna U-turn into the zone, because now this thing for sure cannot get a Mon in, because it's gonna die. Except Iron Crown, of course, because that's 100% probably AV. But that allows me to bring the Chomp in. Now, here, it's funny because I remember how this went. I'm here, okay, I'm gonna get a good chunk of damage from Tekken Cutter, but we should kill back with Earthquake. And we're faster. Like, Chomp is faster than this thing, only that I'm so used to it being booster that I always forget it is not faster. Now, if Cinderace comes out, That's Will-O-Wisp. Like, this guy is playing the most obvious turns in the world. So I'm just gonna go for it. And he misses the Will-O-Wisp. And he misses again, but that did not matter because I have Earth Power, not anything else. Now, I need to be careful of this thing, yep. And I'm gonna U-turn because if it Dragon Dances and I go to Slowking, then I lose. But he goes for the Ice Beam. And now, I mean, for sure, Zone can definitely just take that on his own. But they end up forfeiting. So that's the first win. And here, I don't remember what I was talking about. So from this point on, I'm just gonna pause until we're back with the next battle. So we have the next battle here, and basically, again, Slowking looks like a fine lead, but because he could lead Poach, right? But he could also actually, yeah, he could lead Poach, he could lead Threads. But Darkrai is going to be the better option because if he did Threads, he's going to Grox. And if he goes Poach, he might just stay in, not expecting the Scarf, which he does not. He does not expect the Scarf Darkrai. And here, I mean, we're pretty much on a free switch into Quaquaval or even Lando, right? But I think we go Quaquaval here. Because that's going to put a little bit more pressure on. And I go for the Aqua Step. He goes for the Earthquake. I expect him to change here, so I'm just going to Roost because I want to keep this nice and healthy. But he keeps on Earthquaking, which is doing... I mean, I'm forced to basically heal. But this time around, he actually goes for the Whirlwind instead of the Earthquake, which is good to me. And brings the best option out, Lando, as I can taunt. Now, I'm expecting him to go for Ruination here because it's Lando and he can't hit with Earthquake. We get a nice crate there, and that's not going to do too much to Quaquaval. Now here, I know he's expecting that he can leave a Aqua Step, but not a close combat. But he actually ends up going for Threads, which I'm guessing was Scarf if he went for Threads. I'm not even sure. And here, this is what we have Lando here, fully defensive, just to deal with this type of mons. So with the Earth Power and the better presses, all of that damage coming together, we trade basically with some Ascent Up, and he figures this out and just decides to dip as well. Like Seal here, we have no chance to bring the Chomp in and do the work, other than destroying that Iron Crown. But again, well, I didn't need to pause this time around. Also, for the ones that when you saw the intro were wondering, why doesn't he have a fire move for stuff like Corviknight? I mean, as you can see now, we have the Zone in the team to deal with that. And I remember this is a nice match. We lead the Darkrai, and I know he's going to be scared here of Ice Beam for sure, right? So he's for sure going to go into the Slowking Gather, which can take an Ice Beam easily. So we're going to go for the Dark Pulse. We might force the Terra, or he takes the chip on another mon, because this does over 50. So he Terras or he goes to another mon. Decides to go for the Raging Bolt from what I'm seeing. I don't know, maybe he was not aware that it's going to be Scarf. So he decides to go for the Raging Bolt. I don't want to give up Darkrai just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Slowking Gather. And then I'm going to Shield Reception out into the Chomp. I mean, I could... He goes for the T-Bolt for that extra damage, which at the end looks like it was a high roll for Pose, a low roll for Thunderbolt. I was not going to risk Chomp with that. Definitely. So it's a safe play. But if I did, it would have been bad for him. I'm scared here he's going to Fairy Terra because Chomp is looking so good this matchup. But I mean, we have to go for it anyways. So here I know he's probably going to get his stuff up or Earthquake or U-turn. So I just go for it. And I know he's going to taunt me. And this is probably a fast Lando. So I'm just going to U-turn out of here. No reason to deal with anything else. I'm going to go for Darkrai again. Because we can put the pressure in. He has to guess. Am I Dark Pulsing? Am I going for Ice Beam? We went for Ice Beam. We read him. We're going to get a crit. But we have a 2-for-2 here. Now, this thing is scary. Scary, scary, scary. So I'm actually gonna Ice Beam once as he goes for the Sword Stance. We go for the Lando. And we die, of course, right? There's no question about that. And we go Darkrai here. And I'm actually just going to Sludge Bomb. I thought he was going to Terra here. I was scared of that, but he ends up not doing that, which is great for me. He probably expected maybe like a Side Shock or something. He goes for the boat. Fine, I just want to get my chip up. And I decide to go for the close combat. Good post. We don't die. We read one with a roost. I could go Chomp here, but if he goes for Dragon Pulse, I just immediately lose. So I was trying to get rid of those annoying rocks, but we can't. And he goes Corv. I know he's gonna go for U-turn because he cannot stay in. Oh, that's what I thought, right? So okay, now I'm scared. I'm just gonna go Slowking, and he's gonna Body Press, which is gonna do close to nothing. And I'm just gonna Shield Reception out as he U-turns. I think he U-turns into Pawn, which is fine. Still, it's fine. Yep. And now I decide to go back to Chomp, right? Because this is my best bet. We're gonna have to. He's gonna have to try to guess sometime, and we might get the zone. Now here, I'm not scared. I'm just gonna go for the Sword Stance because if he kills me, I get to bring in the zone. But I was not expecting U-turn to kill me for sure. But we're looking good here, right? Because I just need to be sure I can hit some Ascenta with the Fairy Terra Blast and kill it. And if we get rid of some Ascenta, this is for sure one game. So I'm just gonna trick him here as he goes into Thunder Wave, I think. Yeah, we lock him into Thunder Wave, which is great news for me. I'm actually gonna go Zone, right? Like, he can Para Zone, and if he goes Curve, we kill it. If he goes Summon Center, that's the surprise factor we need to go for a Fairy Terra Blast. Of course, if he had gone this Looking Gather, that would have been bad for us. And here, of course, I'm not gonna leave the zone in because it's gonna get a ton of damage from that Sludge Bomb. So I'm just gonna I should have just shielded Reception there. To be honest, that was the better play. But he could have just stayed in with the Slowking Gather. So here I'm gonna go Darkrai, try to get some chip in on Slowking, which we're able to do, I think, but he chips us back. And here the situation is that I think we get parried here. Do we? Yeah, we do. We do get parried. And yeah, we're still winning a winning battle right now. But now he's locked again, and I think he probably thinks I'm gonna stay in, and if I had stayed in, that could have been an issue, since he now goes for the Terra Blast, but that's fine, because I can go Darkrai. I mean, we lose Darkrai, that's for sure, but we're still off in a pretty good position. I go for the Slowking. We both go for T-Wave here, but get lucky and he misses. Then I just go for the Future Sight, and I Shield Reception out. Maybe he expected me to go Zone, which I would have if not for the situation there. And he cannot Shield Reception out. And now with the power, I'm sure I'm faster. So I just go for the Flash Cannon. This doesn't resist Flash Cannon anymore. I don't even need to go back for the Fairy Terra Blast. We even get the special defense drop, which is crazy. But I mean, that Flash Cannon was gonna super mega kill. This was a nicely played game because that Ogerpon was gonna be trouble. Ogerpon is like a very scary mon for this team, definitely. And once again, never mind. I'm not gonna pause. And we go up against this hella scary team. Like, it's almost mono water rain with a Kingdra. I mean, from Meloetta just in there. But other than that, it's pretty troublesome. So we lead Zone here. And I'm thinking, okay, maybe his specs Weatherball, which would be pretty bad. But Zone, what can you do here? And we end up being faster, but he ends up going for straight up with the ground Tera, which I guess it's fine for this team to have that ground against electric types, but wouldn't say the best. Now, I'm not playing games with this Kingdra. Anyways, I need my water resist, and good thing I did, because look at that. Physically banded Kingdra. Bro, that's even more hit than my Kingdra, I have to say. And I'm thinking here, what do we want to go into? I'm just going to go Chomp, right? Because Chomp can get a free Scale Shot here, provided it does not miss. And just destroy everything else, right? Like nothing should take, maybe other than the Blastoise should not be able to take more than 2 scale shots with 4 to 5 hits. He goes Belly. I mean, this Belly is not spec, so that 100% has Ice Beam. I'm not dealing with Ice Beam. I'm just gonna go back to Slowking and Chilly Reception out. I'm just scared that a Hurricane will confuse me and Slowking will hit itself. Other than that, if that does not happen, I should be good. Here, I go into Magnet Zone, and I don't want a Flash Cannon, because even if I hit Pelipper, it won't do much damage to everything else. And we go for the Tera Blast. I'm assuming he's gonna go for a Psychic, or at this point I don't even remember if the move that makes it change form, it's a Psychic as well, but we read that correctly. And I could go for a free Dark Pulse. Now, I'm really scared of killing with a Dark Pulse here, because if Quackable is able to set up on me, I mean, kill me and get the setups on me, I'm basically just going to be ultra dead. So I go into Zone expecting to be killed, but he actually goes into Blastoise. Now I wonder why, but I go for a Volt Switch, surprised to be faster, even more surprised that Blastoise lived. So that's AV. I had forgotten this mon learns this attack. So we end up losing Quackable, which was another good water resist, but I think that's fine. I mean, there's no way Blastoise can kill the Slowking at this point, so I'm just gonna use the opportunity to get us out of this weather. And I mean, looking at this, we can play a game right in which he goes Pelly and he reads us, but if he goes, I'm gonna go for Slowking to get my health back as I Chilly Reception out. And if he attacks me, okay, I don't get my health back, but now I have the priority against the Pelipper to bring Chomp back in. Now I'm not going to Swords Dance in front of Pelipper knowing it has Ice Beam. For sure I won't. So this thing lives, and I'm sure Blastoise probably has an Ice move as well. We're not gonna find out. I'm just gonna Earthquake. I don't want Scale Shot to miss, so I'm still good with this. I'm just going to. He goes into Pelipper, and this time around, I go to Zone again. If he decides to attack or whatever, I don't give the free setup. Kill me with Quackable, right? So now, if he comes for Alligator, this could Dragon Dance on me and could be fatal. So I'm just gonna trick this thing. He goes straight into the superpower with tanks that we used Life Orb that did not kill. I mean, we traded the Life Orb that did not kill. And now I get to go for this. I'm not scared of Quackable as much, because if it tries to SD or something, I can just Sludge Pump it and then kill with Chomp. But as well, it could be Aqua Jet. Now, if it's Aqua Jet, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I mean, I'm thinking here it could be Bandit, but you already have Bandit Kingdra, so this is not Bandit for sure. So with that in mind, I'm just going to straight up go into Slowking, as he already used his Tera on the Pelipper. So if I am able to get a feature sight on with the Slowking up, we are sure to kill this thing, because he has to swap out, right? So that Aqua Step did a lot. Now I'm not gonna Thunder Wave, because then I'm gonna have to rely on him getting parried one turn. We fortunately do not die to that close combat, because that would have been it. That would have been it. We're able to go Lando as the Aqua Steps. We survive, which I'm surprised that we survived. And here, I mean, I don't need Lando anymore. His physical sweeper is already tricked. Meloetta, we should be able to kill with Chomp. Now here he fortunately does not, he tried to go for the read, goes for CC, and I'm fine with that. I'm definitely fine with that. Now I go Slowking here, not to get Chill Reception out, but to just get some extra health on this. So I go straight into Lando. Also, as you can hear, I'm a bit sick. He goes for Muddy Water, which misses. I mean, I can sack the Lando here, but Muddy Water, yeah, I didn't remember what Muddy Water did. So it's basically special with accuracy coming down. Now, I mean, he's not gonna do much to Slowking, and even less if he misses. So we go for the T-Wave here, go straight for the Thunder. I wonder if we would have survived that. And I think Meloetta doesn't learn a nice move other than maybe Ice Punch. So, and it doesn't have too much defense. However, I don't want to go for the for the Sword Sense just yet, which maybe I should have in hindsight. Like, just in case it did learn a nice move, I didn't want to check on that. I got the chip in. But now knowing that the other one is Scarf, I'm just going to go for the chip, Scale Shot, to be faster and get some chip on this. But if he goes for an Ice or Water move, then at that point, we're still going to live, definitely, with the Slowking Galler. So that trick was in handy. Muddy Water, worst move in its existence, 85%, and it misses 3 times in a row. That move's non-existent. That's why that move is non-existent. That's the reason. And I guess it gets the boost from Sheer Force. Not worth it, bro. Not worth it. And yeah, we're gonna go into the next match. And we have our final match here, and I hope we can get the Chomp, because that's the only reason I'm doing this extra match. All of this, I'm really, really scared that Showdown crashes again and I can't finish the video. Fortunately, spoilers, that does not happen. So we hope this is looking like a nice match because it's a little bulky team with Weavile, and we can definitely break this team with Chomp right after we get rid of Skarmory, of course. Then here I Chili Reception out. I'm not staying in because I know Weavile coming up. Quack doing its thing. I'm gonna go for the Aqua Step, as I'm actually expecting the T to come out, but Skarmory comes out, and we get some nice chip on this. I don't want to go straight into Magnet Zone because I'm guessing this is going to go for Body Press maybe. So I'm just playing it out. I'm gonna Roost, as I expect this to change here, which it does. It goes straight into Weavile. I Aqua Step again, and he actually goes Skarmory instead of going into Finish Shot. I don't know why, man. But I'm saying, okay, he's not gonna attack this time around. I just go into Zone. Skarmory has no special defense, so I know for a fact Boat Switch is gonna kill. I don't even need to go for the T-Boat. And he Terra Dragons, which is great for me, because now Chomp can definitely kill this thing if he gets a Sword Sense. I go into Lando just in case he did attack. I know he's gonna Roost, so I hunt first, and I know now he's gonna try to get Weavile in on my rocks, so I'm just gonna U-turn out of there, get the damage on Weavile, which we are able to read perfectly. And I'm gonna go straight into, I know Darkrai is faster at this point, faster than Weavile, but I don't wanna get him to switch into something for free. We Aqua Step for free into the Sinisha, and I actually want to go Darkrai just in case he goes for Shadow Ball, or even if he goes CM, I'm gonna be able to trick this thing. So he goes for the CM. I'm gonna trick here for sure. I don't want to deal with this thing. Like, trick looks good into so many things, like Cresselia and Garganacl as well, like half the team. But I think Sinisha is the scariest one, since it can heal pretty easily off, and it can try to get to heal itself while burning me. That would have been awful. So this Garganacl doesn't have that much special defense from what I'm seeing, but I just go to Lando here, and I'm gonna Earth Power once. Yeah, this is definitely mostly on the defensive side. I'm gonna Taunt, and then he goes into Cresselia. I'm gonna go Slowking Galler because he might just be Scarf Ice Beam. So here I'm gonna try to get the poison on the Dragon's Skarmory. I'm just gonna sludge pump, right? Like at some point I have to get that poison, right? But then he goes Dragon Echo. I'm actually gonna Chilly Reception out. And I do so into the Chomp right off the bat. I'm gonna Sword Sense once. Now this Shinisha, I'm not scared of it. I could go for another Sword Sense here, but I don't want to risk him getting the burn, right? I don't want to give him more than one chance of getting burned. Of course, if I SD'd and then I attacked, it would have been still just one chance. But I thought that maybe Scale Shot could kill. Now here, Iron Head could potentially kill as well, but it would have been dependent on the type of bros each hit was with Scale Shot. So I don't want to risk it and then get burned. So I'm just going to go for another Scale Shot. Like, I know I'm losing defense, but worst thing that could happen is Weavile comes in and he just tries to Ice Shard me, which anyways, I'm going to have to Steel Tera, right? So that's no problem at all. So I go for the Iron Head, which now into thinking about it, Iron Head was a pretty bad move. I would have been better to Earthquake. I guess he could have I'm actually here thinking he was gonna go Garganacl here. But I guess yeah, he had used his Terra. He had no chance with Garganacl. But with Cresselia have this thing learns no fire move, so I just go for the Scale Shot, get a nice little crit there, get 5 hits, and he Calm Minds. I mean, this was a done game. I Iron Head to avoid missing, and then just Scale Shot, Earthquake, everything else to death. This look, we increased 100 points easily, undefeated, and I did not want to lose this live for sure. So this shows how good offensive Chomp can be. I hope you enjoyed the request. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Remember, you can make a request of your own in the comments down below. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. See ya.